The development team underestimated her. Dr. Emma Watson stood before the technology company's most experienced developers during her first security audit. All of them looked younger, more trendy, more street smart than her. How is this woman going to secure our code? They thought. Watson sensed their dismissive attitude but didn't get defensive. But that night when Chinese state hackers tried to infiltrate the systems and Watson repelled the attack using real-time cyber warfare tactics, everyone's perspective changed. Because Watson wasn't just a cybersecurity expert, she was a legendary government cyber warrior. Welcome to Stories of Honor. Before we begin this powerful story of hidden cyber warfare expertise, technology defense, and digital heroism, tell me in the comments which city you're watching from today, and if you believe stories like this need to be told, hit that subscribe button and help us keep these stories alive. On the 21st floor of Technova Company in San Francisco, on a rainy November afternoon, 10 experienced software developers sat in the development center. Each had coded for years, developed complex systems, and dealt with cybersecurity threats. Standing before them was a 34-year-old, medium-height, quiet woman. Dr. Emma Watson looked extremely academic in dark pants and a light blue shirt, conforming to the company's casual dress code. Her black hair fell straight to her shoulders, her face showing a serious but calm expression. As she placed the tablet in her hand on the table, she could feel the developers in the room evaluating her. "Hello," said Emma, her voice calm but clear. "I'm Dr. Watson. From now on, I'll be working with you as head of cybersecurity." Silence. 10 developers looked at her, most not seeming particularly impressed. Senior developer Jake Martinez, 29 years old with 10 years of coding experience, was the first to speak. "Dr. Watson, which technology companies have you worked for before?" "I've been involved with various organizations," Emma said diplomatically. "My expertise is in cybersecurity analysis and system protection." Lead developer Alex Chen, 26 years old, a Chinese-origin brilliant programmer, gave a meaningful look to his friend developer Sarah Kim. "System protection, theoretical or based on hands-on experience?" "I use both approaches, Alex. A combination of academic knowledge and practical application." Developer Mike Rodriguez, 28 years old, the company's most knowledgeable person on cybersecurity, spoke with a skeptical tone. "Dr. Watson, do you have experience with real hacker attacks?" "Theoretical knowledge and actual threats are very different." Emma nodded. These doubts weren't new at all. She had been doing various consulting work in the private sector for 5 years and always saw the same reactions. Because of her academic background and calm approach, young developers saw her as old school. "Let's move on to today's security assessment," said Emma, opening her laptop. "I've detected some potential vulnerabilities in the company's current systems." CTO David Johnson, 40 years old, the company's technical leader, examined the file. "Watson, how do you conduct these types of vulnerability assessments? Automated tools or manual penetration testing?" "I use a combination, David. I combine automatic scanning with manual analysis." "Manual analysis," said developer Lisa Park, 27 years old. "Can you do actual code review and system penetration?" Emma hesitated. The truth was much more complex. Before transitioning to the private sector, she had worked for 5 years at NSA Cyber Command. But this information was highly classified and forbidden to share. "I have limited experience, Lisa. But I received comprehensive training in penetration testing." Developer Rodriguez rolled his eyes. "Training and real hacking attempts are very different, Dr. Watson." Throughout the meeting, Emma presented security protocols, risk assessments, and protective measures. Her knowledge was flawless, her presentation professional. But the developers didn't seem particularly impressed by her. Most were playing with their phones instead of taking notes. "Tomorrow we'll conduct a comprehensive security audit," Emma said at the end of the meeting. "Everyone prepare your system access logs." As the developers left the meeting room, their conversations reached Emma's ears. "Can this woman do real coding? Too theoretical, does she have hands-on skills? What will she do if a real hacker attack comes? Emma quietly collected her materials. This had been going on for 5 years. In the corporate world, young tech professionals found her outdated because of her academic background. And Emma couldn't tell them the truth. Because the truth was classified. She couldn't tell them that she had spent 5 years in the NSA's Operation Cyber Shield program, developed defenses against the most sophisticated nation-state attacks, and dealt with advanced persistent threats on a daily basis. These operations were kept secret at the government level. The next day, normal routine continued at the Technova office. Emma was analyzing system logs in her office. Patterns, anomalies, potential entry points. She was carefully examining everything. Dr. Watson. IT Administrator Tom Wilson came running. Emergency. Unusual activity detected in our systems. Emma immediately focused. What type of activity? Multiple login attempts, different IP addresses, looks very sophisticated. Emma's pulse quickened. She had seen this type of pattern hundreds of times at the NSA. Gather the team, said Emma. Emergency response meeting. The team gathered in the conference room. Johnson, Martinez, Chen, Rodriguez all looked concerned. Let's hear the situation assessment from Emma, said Johnson. Emma opened the screens and examined incoming data. But not just numbers, attack vector analysis kicked in. Multi-stage penetration, lateral movement indicators, data exfiltration patterns. Her NSA training was on autopilot. Coordinated attack, said Emma. Could be state-sponsored. Showing Chinese advanced persistent threat characteristics. How do you know these details? Asked Martinez suspiciously. From threat intelligence databases, Emma said quickly. But she actually knew because she fought APT groups on a daily basis at the NSA. Do you have a response strategy? Asked Johnson. Emma mentally evaluated defense protocols. Network isolation, threat hunting, counterintelligence all were muscle memory. We need immediate network segmentation. We must isolate critical systems. Then we'll start active threat hunting. Active threat hunting? Asked Rodriguez. Can you do that? Emma hesitated. Real-time cyber warfare, advanced malware analysis, nation-state level threats. She did these daily at the NSA. Of course, she said simply. I can apply hunting protocols. She went to the computers and tracked the real-time attack. But not standard defensive measures. Her offensive cyber operations experience kicked in. Attack vector identified, said Emma. They're using a zero-day exploit. Previously unknown vulnerability. How did you detect the zero-day so quickly? Asked Chen with amazement. Pattern recognition and behavioral analysis, said Emma. But she actually knew because zero-day threats were her specialization at the NSA. At that moment, system alarms intensified. They're escalating, shouted Wilson. Multiple systems compromised. Emma's adrenaline kicked in. This was exactly like NSA scenarios. I'll launch a counterattack, said Emma. Counterattack? Asked Johnson, shocked. That's beyond our capabilities. Emma took a deep breath. The crisis moment had come. Either reveal expertise or watch company systems be destroyed. Actually, I have advanced cyber defense experience, said Emma. What do you mean? Asked Martinez. Emma's fingers moved rapidly on the computer keyboard, typing advanced commands. Government cyber operations. Classified level. NSA Cyber Command. Complete silence. Everyone staring at her. Rodriguez leaned forward. You were at the NSA? Operation Cyber Shield. 5 years. Top secret clearance. Chen stood up. Holy shit. NSA Cyber Command is legendary. You were a cyber warrior? Details remain classified, Emma said firmly. But right now I can protect the company. Johnson nodded quickly. Do whatever is necessary. Emma employed advanced hacking techniques on the keyboard. Not just defense, but counteroffensive operations. She was applying techniques learned at the NSA in a civilian setting. Establishing firewall barriers. Implementing intrusion detection countermeasures. Launching reverse tracking protocols. The team gathered around, watching Emma work as if she were performing magic. Dr. Watson, Kane Wilson's voice, monitoring systems, attack stopped. They're retreating. Pursuit protocols active, said Emma, fingers still flying. Gathering intelligence on attack source. 1 hour later, the threat was completely neutralized. Systems secure, attackers identified and reported to law enforcement. Johnson turned to Emma, his expression completely changed. Emma. NSA's Cyber Command operations are legendary. You defended against nation-state attacks? Emma nodded quietly. Among other responsibilities. Martinez stepped forward. Dr. Watson, I owe you a huge apology. We completely misjudged your capabilities. It's not necessary, said Emma. Sharing classified information was prohibited. But tonight you saved the entire company, said Rodriguez. Real cyber warfare expertise, not theoretical knowledge. Johnson addressed the team. Obviously, Dr. Watson's background changes everything. From now on, all security operations are under her direct authority. Sir, said Emma, I prefer a collaborative approach. Your development skills combined with my security expertise. But your experience is invaluable, insisted Chen. I can provide advanced threat protection while you continue innovation. Best of both worlds. In the following weeks, Emma's status was dramatically transformed. Developers showed her completely different respect. Questions became more technical, collaboration genuine. Emma, said Johnson one morning, your expertise is critical in new product security architecture. Of course. We can combine advanced threat modeling with secure development practices. Rodriguez approached. Dr. Watson, NSA operations, how did you handle sophisticated attacks under pressure? Emma smiled slightly. Preparation, pattern recognition, rapid response. Most importantly, staying calm when everything's chaotic. That's advanced cyber warfare psychology, said Martinez. Survival technique, said Emma. Clear thinking prevents data breaches. Chen nodded. That's why tonight's defense succeeded. You're calm under cyber attack. Emma felt satisfaction. Not because of recognition, but because of the team they'd built. Technical innovation and cybersecurity expertise combined for company protection. Remember, said Emma, concluding the security briefing, cybersecurity is both a technical challenge and strategic thinking. Code quality is important, but threat awareness is critical. Yes, Dr. Watson, the team responded respectfully. Her secure phone buzzed, priority alert, advanced persistent threat detected targeting tech sector. Need immediate cyber defense coordination. Let's respond, said Emma, gathering materials. Johnson grinned. Lead the operation, Emma. We trust your cyber warfare expertise. Emma smiled back. This was where she belonged, using her classified experience to protect innovation, leading a team that respected both her technical skills and her warrior spirit. Have you ever had to use your hidden expertise at unexpected moments? Did your past experiences give you advantages in the digital world? Share in comments. If this story touched you, subscribe to Stories of Honor. We'll continue telling stories of extraordinary service. See you in next story. Until then, show persistence in challenges. Because protecting digital security requires extraordinary experts.